1, 2, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 1, 2, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, buckle. Bukake. Buckle in my shoe in a Bukake village. I stopped by an entranceway. There was a man with a hand shaped like a chickens are people. Now, if I was in any way musically talented, like the late great Mal, if only we still had Mal with us, I don't think life would be as bad as it is now. Listen, see if there's anybody out there that's got mad DJ skills. Take that little bit at the start and fucking remix it. Anyway, here's the hashtag show. That's the wrong button. It's gonna be one of the episodes. In fact, you know what? Let's just play the song.
He's Ross, rapid hammer, and he's come to box your bone. He's Ross, rapid hammer, and he's about to make you come.
Ross Rapid Hammer there. That was not the button I meant to press. And here's the thing. You know, behind the wizard's sleeve, this is a solo pod today. In case you haven't realised, if those of you who are watching on YouTube, it's just me. There's not even camera angles today. I'm not even turned the other cameras on. I'm doing my bit for the planet. I am net zero. You know? I absorb less than I emit. Is that what net zero? Here's the other thing, right? Here's the other fucking thing. See, between being dragged off by another European police force for protesting some other bullshit that most normal people don't really give a fuck about or actually disagree with. Can somebody sit Greta Thunberg down and say, listen, gonna explain to Gibbo and the good people at the hashtag show, what the fuck does net zero actually mean? Is net zero that I'm consuming less energy than I emit? Is that what it means? Or I consume 14 megatons and I create 14 megatons and hence I'm zero? Because I'm pretty sure I'm fucking net zero right now. Anyway, it's just me today. And we're pushed for time because of, I was going to say I've been up to no good. I've actually been doing stuff. But, so I know after this, the episode does not end for me, for your old dad, because there's editing involved. So this is going to be one of those episodes where it just goes anywhere and everywhere, and we're leaving all this shit in. All right? So, my point being, that bit at the start, if anybody wants to, if anyone's got contacts to Fred again, or fucking one of the Daft Punk cunts, send that to them. Bukkake chicken. And I'm sure they'll be able to put a fat beat on it and, get some kind of fucking nonsense. Anyway, let's get this episode started. This is the hashtag show. I'm DJ Gibbo. We're flying solo. Let's go.
Welcome to the hashtag show. Everyone's welcome. No one is safe. Welcome to the hashtag show. Winter is coming, but we hate snowflakes. Welcome to the hashtag show. Chucky Arla, we are the people. You should become a hashtag hero. You should become a hashtag hero. You should become a hashtag hero. The hashtag show.
We're back for another exciting episode of the Hashtag Show. Welcome! If you're listening to this on Spotify, you can also watch it on Spotify because the video episodes for the Council are also on Spotify by the power of electricity. I don't know. By the power of the universe. By the universe. Somehow, here's what happens, right? Let's break this down.
I speak into this microphone, okay? Now, what happens is I am connected to the universe by centuries of ancient teachings and text. This text was discovered, chiseled into a small brick inside the king's chamber of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Now, there are some people out there who think that the Sphinx was built many years before the Great Pyramids. And actually, the Sphinx is not a Sphinx, it's a mushroom. Now, I am not at liberty to say at the moment if the Sphinx was indeed designed and built by the mushroom people, because the mushroom people are not ready to disclose their plans. However, I have been entrusted by the mushroom people to tell you that I am one of the chosen vessels in which the mushrooms will use me to get their message across. And their message is this: Mushrooms are the answer. So, on this brick that was found in the King's Chamber was the history of the universe from the perspective of the mushrooms. And I have acquired that knowledge, and I will share that knowledge with you. Welcome to the Hashtag Show.
I don't even know. Is this the start of another breakdown? Now, we've been here before, Gibbo. We've been on the brink of despair before. And it goes through a number of stages. Stage 1, anxiety. Stage 2, severe depression. Stage 3, a darkness. A feeling of that a hopeless quest is coming to an end. Stage 4, insanity. Stage 5,
the mushroom people.
we're deep in stage 5. Look, every now and again, we need to do a solo podcast just to get the madness out, you know? Because otherwise, you know, if you've got a bit of madness inside you, you've got to get it out. Some people put cats in bins. Others go to an island and party with Stephen Hawkins. Stephen Hawkins is dead. Is that right?
Yes, he's dead.
Now, was an autopsy done on Steve? Are we going off on a tangent about Epstein's Island? You're fucking damn right, Gibble.
Are you talking to yourself, Gibble?
You're fucking damn right, I mushroom people. Who needs guests when you've got severe depression? Did anybody do an autopsy on Stephen Hawking? Because I'm now starting to think that everything in life is based on reality, right? Every story, every film, every song, every play, every sonnet, every piece of literature, every painting, every fuck knows, everything is based on someone's reality. Okay? Now hear me out here. It's very rare that someone will create something. Nothing. Normally there'll be some kind of reality in there, right? And you might go, well, what about the fucking Hobbit, Gibble? And I'll say to you, well, what about Star Wars, right? Because is the Hobbit not just fucking Star Wars in the Shire? Huh? Everything's everything, my man. It's just fucking repackaged, brother, right? So, what came out first, Stephen Hawking or Usual Suspects? That's my thing, right? What came out first? Who was in the public psyche first? Was it Stephen Hawking or was it Kaiser Sose? And the answer to that is
Professor Stephen Hawking.
now. Is he out for? Is Kaiser Sose out after Stephen Hawking because some cunt who was on the island seen Stephen Hawking, right? They saw him coming off the plane, the boat. I don't even know how they get to the island. Boat. How did Stephen Hawking get to the island? Did they just drop him for a great height? So someday, a film producer or scriptwriter or Mossad agent is on the island, fucking partying away. Stephen Hawking turns up and they're like, holy shit, that's Professor fucking Stephen.
Holy shit, that's Professor Stephen fucking Hawking.
His handlers fuck off. Because Epstein and Ghislaine are like, we'll fucking, yeah. It's not the first time in there. We'll take that cunt for here, right? He's a fucking alive one, that one, eh? Has he got enough gas in the canisters for a fortnight? That's the game. Nappies in the back room? Okay, dokie. Right, we'll give you a call when he's ready to come home. The handlers fuck off. Anybody, who could be questioned from the outside. Anybody there's no sign of NDA, they're off. And it's just fucking Epstein, Ghislaine, Hawking on the island. Next minute, Hawking's like, my answer's important to me. Is every cunt gone? Computers off, laptop smashed, fucking legs are out. Party central. Like when Forrest Gump started running, when he was getting bullied and the leg braces burst off and he starts fucking, I just started running. Hawkins out the chair, fucking giving it big licks. And this film producer's just sitting there going like, holy fuck. That gives me an idea for a movie. What if I took the main villain and I put him in with a cast for the start? I put him in plain sight and nobody suspects him because I make out that he's a fucking spacker. And then right at the end, we do a fucking straight in the horn reveal and he gets in the motor and you're like, holy fucking shit, man. That was Kaiser Sose the whole time, brother. No way. Is Stephen Hawking Kaiser Sose? And if so, I just want to know. I just want to know because if the whole fucking Hawking thing was an act, bravo, sir. Bravo, Professor. Forget fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. Right? Forget them. Forget fucking Leo. Forget any of them. Any of these fucking toilets. They got up at that Oscars. We'll talk about that later. Got up at that Oscars and fucking give a speech. All right. Fuck a lot of them. Because see if fucking Stephen Hawking turns out that he was Kaiser Sose and there's actually fuck all wrong with the cunt. What a performance, man. Sitting there playing full spark. Now, I could adopt that role. The wee fucking trans guy that played Hawking in the film, he done no bad job. I did find that film slightly disturbing. Because I tell you something, see a film about Stephen Hawking, I didn't think it'd have that much fucking riding in it. And it fucking did. Now, everybody's got needs. And as a man, I could not tell you what women find attractive. I couldn't fucking tell you. If I could, I'd be a millionaire. Not a fucking clue. But I tell you something right now. If you had any prior knowledge of Stephen Hawking, and I sat you down and I says, listen, I'm going to play you a film about Stephen Hawking's life, and I ask you, do you think there's going to be shagging in it? You'd be like, of course not. Well, there is. And what a fucking riding he gets. She tries to bump his plastic at him. Let me tell you. Now, maybe she had her fucking inclinations. Maybe she walked in on him one day and he was doing a stand-up piss and she's like, yeah, fucking rat. See if you walked in on Stephen Hawking doing a stand-up piss, that would be the same as like watching your dog do a stand-up piss. You're like, who taught you how to do that? Now, this is terrible. This is a terrible start to an episode. We're 15 minutes in. We're 15 minutes in, and you've already said she was trying to pump a spastic at Stephen Hawking, and watching Stephen Hawking do a stand-up piss would be like watching your dog do it. I would love to do a wholesome pod. No, in fact, you know what? I'm lying to myself. I'm fucking lying to myself. This is it, right? This is the thoughts that are in our head, and we've all thought it, right? Especially with Hawking. Okay? And I don't know why this stuff's in my mind. I actually do. I saw a picture of Stephen Hawking in some kind of ballerina dress in a lounge chair next to Bill Clinton. I don't know if it's AI or if it's real. But either way, it got me thinking, what the fuck was that guy up to in the island? And here's the other thing about it. While we're on the island, right? I almost wish that Trump wasn't involved in it. Okay? Because I feel like, because he's president and, you know, so many people pretend that they hate him, because he's on it, he's on the list, the flight logs, that's all people focus on. Him, Muscat, fucking Hawking. You're telling me in all that time that Mossad ran the fucking island, these are the only people who were on there up to there good? How East End boys? And also, what else was on the island? What else was on the island? Now, I enjoy a pump as much as the next man. And, you know, listen, touch wood, maybe one day in my life, I'll get to go to a sex island. Maybe once. Right? I've been to Millport many times. I don't know the secret. I don't know if it's like a Masonic thing. I don't know if you need to do the secret interlocking pinky handshake. Is that it? For those of you who are watching on YouTube, is that the action, boys? When you lock a hand and the pinky drags behind and any chance of a fucking sectarian discount, brother? I don't know. I don't know if you need to perform an act in order to unlock secret Millport, right? But if, for whatever reason, I found myself on a sex island, I think eventually I'd be like, is there a spa here? Have you got a pickle rack, a pickle coat? Any kind of way to play pickle? Something. You know? Even had the wee church thing. You'd maybe take a walk. Anybody fancy taking a walk to the chapel? It's not a chapel, brother. It's the glory hole spot. In the name of is there nothing on this island that isn't riding? There must have been something. You know? Where's the staff? Where's the staff? It's time Louis Theroux done that. Right? Because I tell you something, brothers and sisters. Fucking an hour and a half about the shitey manosphere hasn't made up for Savile. Let me tell you that, Ferox. Because we've no forgot about that, Ferox. Right? You were dazzled. You were dazzled by the satanic charms of the Savile. Many a fool before you has attempted, and you were dazzled, brother. I get it. But 90 minutes of pish about the fucking manosphere does not excuse the Savile pish. So maybe that's your next one, Ferox. I understand you're doing one about Marco Pierre White. Brilliant. I'll watch that. But I can already imagine what it would be. Somebody day one on the fucking staff. I want to know stories. I want to know what the fuck went on. And I don't mean riding and things happening to folk and people eating babies and stuff. I'm not wanting that. There must have been... You're telling me there was never a moment of hilarity on the island? all the fucking celebrities and billionaires coming in, and nobody's got one funny story. I tell you something, right? See, one time, right? You know the boy, what's his name? He cunt in the fucking, in the wheelchair, the genius cunt, you know? Hawking, remember that cunt, right? So, one time Hawking comes, right? And, cunt says he's going out for a walk. I'm like, take it to you, Steve-o. And off he goes, man, zooming, right? He's got a special fucking 4x4 chair for buzzing around the island. Cunt's battery dies. Know what I mean? Battery dies out in the island. We're all sitting down for dinner, eating fucking something that we stole off a fucking Somalian pirate ship. Anyway, chucking into this guy, ball deep in his intestines, you know, fucking opened him up like a brisket. Happy days, man. And there's something quite soothing about eating another human. Anyway, then people are looking at the table and they're like, what the fuck's Hawking, my man? Turns out he went down to the chapel to check out the glory house. Fucking battery died, cunt. Sitting there for 4 hours, man. Dehydrated. Brilliant. Couldn't table it them. Nobody's got a story. This is what I want. I want funny stories. Because there's nothing really fun happening at the moment. I don't know if there's any great TV shows out. You know? I feel like when I was younger, God, you had some fucking spectacular things to look forward to. Now we've got nothing. And life's shit. Price of diesel through the roof. You know? And I'm starting to think that it's all nonsense. Because I feel like they just make up stuff. And if enough of them agree, then it becomes gospel. And you might think to yourself, yeah, well, these are nation states. You think they're going to come up with some master? Of course, yes.
Yes.
There was an article that came out a few years back, and I cannot remember what it was about because I don't really care. It was a Democratic congressman had put out a post on one of his socials, and then they showed you other Democratic politicians and news channels, every one of them word for word putting out the same story. And you're going, right, this is all orchestrated, this all came from the same point. Now, I am not saying for a second that the situation in Iran is not serious. I am saying that fucking Hamas strait or the bit with the boats passed, we'd never heard of that. We'd never heard of that before this pish started. We'd no idea. Right? With no idea. And let's be fucking completely honest with ourselves, most of us never knew where Iran was on a fucking map. Because see, when they showed you the picture of the fucking Hamas Strait or the whatever the fuck the bit's called, where the boats go, and it said Iran, I was like, and then I didn't even know that's where Iran was. I thought Iran was fucking near Mongolia. Now it might be, I don't even know where Mongolia is. It's here somewhere. If I'm here, this is the UK, and everything's there, right? This is how geography works for the layman, okay? This is how 90s Scottish education, the peak of Scottish education, this is what it gets you. You are here, all right? You're in the United Kingdom, here. Now, the name is just a name. We're very much dismantled. There's no unification within the kingdom, all right? And anybody who says this is the United Kingdom, you're full of shit. And if you don't believe me, try and send something to Belfast. Then you'll see how fucking ununited we are. See if I was in Northern Ireland. See if I was a Northern Irish brother. Shout out Douglas Kane, flying the flag in fucking Northern Ireland. I'd be starting a revolution. Now, I know you've tried it. I know you've tried it a few decades ago and it didn't go well. Anytime I see something on the telly or the news, delivery across United Kingdom, except Northern Ireland. Except Northern Ireland. It is part of the United Kingdom. fucking get it sent. So if the Northern Irish are no part of the United Kingdom, what are they? A principality? Monaco. Belfast is Monaco. You heard it here first. So you are the United Kingdom. You are here, right? In the middle of the map. And you may think to yourself, why is the United Kingdom in the middle of the map when we're no the centre of the earth? It's because we used to have the empire, cunt. All right? And at one point, we were the fucking centre of the universe. And in many minds, we still are. So, here is a breakdown of geography. Right? If you don't understand. Okay? If you're watching the news and it's global conflict after fucking Middle East, after fucking Islamic State, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? Where is this going on? Why does this affect me? Here's what you need to know. Here's where you are. You're in the middle. You're in the United Kingdom. Now, within that, there's certain levels, right? If you're lucky enough to be in Scotland, good for you, right? A close second would be Wales and the northeast of England as far as Newcastle. Anywhere else within that map, you're fucked. Now, America, the land of milk and honey, that's that way. Everything else is that way. All right? France is here. Italy's somewhere next to that. You've got Germany, and then you've got everything else. And that's all you need to know about. So when people say, where is the United Arab Emirates? It's that way. It's far that way. Where's Russia? Again, you don't understand. Everything that is in the UK is that way. Unless it's America, and America's that way. That's it. That's all you need to know. Right? And because that is the basic level of geography in this country, they can just make up stuff. Like the fucking Hermes Strait. You know, I thought that was a bag. The Hermes Crescent. The fucking Hermasian Canal, Viaduct, Passageway. Never heard it in my fucking puff. And then the news just throws out statements. 20% of the world's oil passes through here. Well, how the fuck have I never heard of this before? That's a fifth. Quick math. 20%'s a fifth. If 20% of anything in my life passed through somewhere, I'd fucking want to know about it. If 20% of the shites that I'd done passed through my left nostril, I'd be questioning why. So I don't know what's going on in Iran. I thought it would have been over by now. Or I thought it would have been a bit more mental. It seems to have just fizzled out, but yet the fucking price of diesel's going through the roof. Now, here's my other question to you, right? If the oil isn't getting through, then why the fuck is the price going up the now? That's what I'd put Prime Minister's question time, and I'd frame it exactly like that. Question from Right Honourable Gentleman Scott Gibson, Independent, South Lanarkshire. Mr. Speaker. First.
Mr. Speaker. First of all, it is a pleasure to address the House. My question to the Right Honourable Gentleman, first off, I offer my sincere apologies and sympathy for Keir Starmer, who was once again, had his metaphorical trousers pulled down by President Trump and his arse spanked after he reposted that Saturday Night Live clip, basically calling him a shite bag. Anyway, Mr. Speaker, my question is this. If 20% of the world's oil passes through the humanitarian passageway in Hamas province of Venezuela, how the fuck... No, I will not tone my language for the house. How the fuck is the price of diesel going up the new? Because see the fucking diesel that's in the gun at the pump? It's in the gun at the pump. It's still in a fucking boat at the fucking Hamas corridor. It's here. It's here the new. So how the fuck am I paying more for fucking diesel that's stuck in a boat when the fucking diesel that's here the new in the pump, it's here the new in the pump. It's in the pump. And I'm pumping it into my motor at 1.85. You can't. Also, you've got a fucking lesbian's haircut. I'll pass my time to the other guy. One more question. Mr. Prime Minister, when was the last time you saw an albino?
That's the way that I would conduct Prime Minister's question time. Genuine question though. If the oil's not getting through, then why is the oil that's already here so high? Huh? Yeah. That's like me having it's me having melons. That's like me having melons, right? I've got a fucking lovely pair of melons, okay? And there's a fucking bomb. There's a bomb goes off in the melon factory of Pompeii. You might be thinking, Gibbo, melons don't come from Pompeii. And I would say to you, none of melons you buy, they don't. My melons come from Pompeii, and that is why cunts queuing the block for my Pompeii melons. Okay? What's the slogan for my melon company? It's quite simple. Pop over to Pompeii. Melon. My Pompeii melons, I've got 10 of them. I've got 10 Pompeii melons. And I sell my Pompeii melons for £4 a melon. And you're like, what the fucking price of a melon? I said, but let me tell you this. A melon's the size of a hubcap. It's special Vesuvius melons. And a fucking giant. Giant and juicy Pompeii melons is the slogan of my company. And there's the factory that they come out of, a bomb goes off. And I've got the fucking Pompeii melon guy on the phone. He's like, Gibbo, can't I get your melons this week? Bombs going off in the factory. I'm like, Giuseppe, in the name of Christ, fully understand. Now, I've got melons. I've got melons in my house, in my factory, for my stall, right? My £4 melons. I'm not going to say to you, my £4 melon is now £40 because a bomb's going off in that factory. I'm going to say to you, my £4 melons might not be here next week because of, something's happened and they might not get here. That's what I'd say. I wouldn't put the price up, but the price of fuel is going through the roof because boats have been stopped. All right? And you might think it's not important, but fuel is important. And that's one of the basic things you've got to understand about politics, right? Number one, every politician tells you lies. They couldn't give a flying fuck if you live or die. And if you listen to this going, no, see my local MP, couldn't give a fuck about you. All right? Don't encourage these people. They fill their pockets, they don't give a fuck. If fuel goes up, if the price of oil goes up, we're all fucked. Because here is what the wee lefties and the Greens and the fucking activists, stop oil fucking arseholes of the world don't want you to understand or admit everything runs on oil. Everything's made of oil. Watch that fucking episode of Landman when he gives her the dressing down. Every fucking bastard thing you touch and exists on the planet is because of fucking oil. So if that price goes up, we're all fucked. Now, if they can't get the oil out because the fucking Iranians up to no good, and we're putting the price up because of that, here's my question to you. Since it was announced that they were going to set fire to ships, and since it's been announced that they can't get any ships through, has anybody not been able to get diesel or petrol at a petrol station? No. You can still get it. somehow the diesel is still magically getting here. Somehow the grid still works. Even cunts that have got oil heaters are still getting deliveries. It's just through the fucking roof. It's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
They're at it. They're at it. And my take on it is this. When it's all settled and it's all done and the lizard people have made an agreement for more trillions of dollars to pass through their pocket, diesel will remain at 150 forever. So get ready to pay 150 a litre in this country. And we'll do that for a year or two, and then there'll be another global conflict, and it'll be over 210, and it'll drop it to 170. There a couple of years, I would say I am going to be 42 in the summer. I would predict that before I am 50 years of age, we will be paying £2.20 for a litre of petrol. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Bit of sad news. And I'm sure many of you have seen this. And again, I think that more should be done in a time when there is such negativity in the world. More needs to be done for the things that are joyful that bring us together. And it's very rare that someone's death brings a wave of joy. The only other one I can think of is Thatcher. However, the great, the legend that is Chuck Norris has left this earth. Now, the quotes, the videos, the posts that I have seen since the passing of Chuck Norris has been nothing short of beautiful. The posts that have gone up, Chuck Norris attended a feminist rally. He came home with a sandwich and his ironing done. Beautiful. And even the stuff that might upset or annoy people or certain groups, it's all done tongue-in-cheek and with a jest. It was a larger-than-life character that Chuck Norris created, but fully lent into himself. And also in an odd way, not in an odd way, could back it up. I think there are very few people who have this masculine persona but can then back it up. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he was a 4-time world karate champion. And I saw a lot of stuff back and forward as well about this debate about Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris. Let me tell you this. Chuck Norris would kick fuck out Bruce Lee any day of the week. Bruce Lee is an expert martial artist and a wonderful actor, and that is it. Now, the cunt was rapid, right? The cunt was rapid, man. Put out a candle with his fist. It's fine. I farted out a candle once. Alright? You don't see me jumping about in fucking yellow ASIC trainers saying that I am fucking water. Okay? We've all blew out a candle, Bruce. But Chuck Norris, in a one-on-one fight, would kick fuck at him. Kick the fuck right out of him. So, I'm going to make it a mission of mine to watch some Chuck Norris films because I don't think I've watched any of them. Obviously, Enter the Dragon, right? Other than that, I couldn't tell you a Chuck Norris film. In fact, by the power of Grayskull, let's just double check. Let's ask the power of ChatGPT. Let's see if we can get some a list of Chuck Norris films, shall we? Why not? Way of the Dragon. Already I've made a mistake. Is Enter the Dragon a different thing? Is that a part 2? Is that a sequel? Way of the Dragon, 1972, the Bruce Lee one, where Chuck plays Colt. Need to rewatch that. Breaker, 1977. Good Guys Wear Black, 1978. A Force of One, The Octagon. Now that sounds like a great film. An Eye for an Eye, Lone Wolf McQuade, Missing in Action, Code of Silence, Invasion USA, Delta Force. These all have a theme. Firewalker. Braddock, Missing in Action 3. Where was Missing in Action 2 and 1? Hero in the Terror, Delta Force 2, The Colombian Connection. What a title of a film. The Hitman, Sidekicks, Walker's Texas Ranger. Yes. Forest Warrior, The President's Man, A Line in the Sand, The Expendables 2. Well, I lie, because I have seen Expendables, so I've seen them in that. Big iconic movies are Way of the Dragon, Lone Wolf McQuade, Missing in Action, Invasion USA, and Delta Force. I need to fucking watch some Chuck Norris films, man. Right, let's see what... we've got some quotes as well, some wonderful Chuck Norris. Who the fuck's Chuck Norris? That's his Colombian counterpart. These are some of the things that have been put up online from underneath posts, right? Which again are spectacular. The one like Chuck Norris does today push-ups, he pushes the earth down. Beautiful. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. Death had a near Chuck Norris experience. Chuck Norris can hear sign language. That's this is what I mean by the man, the myth, the legend, the character just building further. Chuck Norris can hear sign language. Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what the time is. When Chuck Norris enters a room, he doesn't turn the lights on. He turns the dark off. Chuck Norris can divide by zero. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. The boogeyman checks his closet for Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Chuck Norris once won a game of Connect 4 in 3 moves. That's good, man. These are brilliant. And what I love about this is just a list of people's comments under the posts. So these are just normal people. And sometimes, sometimes, right? See civilians. See when they hit you with the funnies, man. It's fucking better than half the written comics out there. Gold. Chuck Norris can unscramble an egg. Chuck Norris can clap with one hand. Now, I can clap. I think most people can clap with one hand. Oh, here. Here, boys. No. The left hand is a more powerful clapper than the right. This is the left. And this is the right. And now, there's a distinct... Are my fingers in my left hand longer? What the fuck is happening, man? Am I actually in my studio trying to figure out why I can clap louder with one hand? Left, right. Now, why would the right hand be a less efficient clapper than the right when I'm predominantly right-handed? Maybe it's because we're not even going to go down there. Right, we've got plenty more Chuck Norris quotes, and we've got some absolute fucking belts as well. We need to talk about the. What do we need to talk about? I've written something. British nostalgia. British pubs are again in bother. And we should probably talk about Saturday Night Live as well. It was on. Which was bitch. Anyway, we'll do that, and we'll have some chance, and we'll go off and fucking some tangents. We're going to say goodbye to the council. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I say it every week. I'll continue to say it. I know it falls on deaf ears, but I'll say it anyway. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please do so. Go to the website, go to the socials, follow the links, head over to the YouTube and subscribe. That's all you need to do. Go to the YouTube channel, the hashtag show, hit subscribe, and then fuck off. Right? You don't have to do anything after that. I just need you. I just need numbers. That's all I need. I need numbers. That's it. Right? You don't need to fucking smash a bell and fucking comment. You don't need to do any of that. Because let's be honest, nobody does. All you need to do is go over, subscribe, and then fuck off. If you want to watch the videos, I wish you would. I'd love it if you would. But hey, one step at a time. Let's get you subscribing first. If you are a wee council listener and you want to support the show and support me, and by God Christ, I need your support right now. Become a hero on Patreon. Patreon.com/the hashtag show. Or go to the hashtag show.co.uk and follow the links. Sign up because you get the rest of this episode and you get every other episode in its entirety. And the guest episodes, you get the extra stuff. You get extra stuff. It's worth it. And there's live streams. We're doing a live stream probably this weekend. So do that. Spotify, follow us on Spotify, subscribe on Spotify, watch the videos there, become a hero, and that's it. We're going to continue with the Chuck Norris chat, but let's get rid of the scum.
Your time as a council scumbag is ending. Become a hashtag hero to continue. Your time as a council scumbag is ending. Become a hashtag hero to continue. Last train for Scumtown leaving now. Only heroes past this point.
Bye, scum. Bye.
Council listeners, that's us. I've just finished the episode. There is another 30 odd minutes of this episode, so become a hero and get that now. We're talking about British nostalgia, dialing a Rotary phone with my fat fingers. There's lots. The good old British pub, Whole Garden, the thickness of a tumbler, lots and lots. So, hashtagshow.co.uk, patreon.com/the hashtag show. Sign up, become a hero, get this episode in its entirety and all the episodes previously, including episodes to come, including live streams, including fucking all the stuff that's on there. Do it. It's the best way to support the show. It's the best way to support me in these difficult times. And you get content and laughter and nostalgia, and you get to feel good about yourself, and you get to say that I'm a hashtag hero. I'm a hero. People can stop you in the street and go, "Excuse me, sir, are you a hero? Madam, are you a hero?" You can say, "Am I a hero? I'm a heroine." Thank you. Patreon.com/the hashtag show. Do it. If you can't do it, fair enough. What can you do? Ask yourself, what can you do? You can subscribe, you cunt. Spotify, YouTube. You can share it. You can accost people in the street. On a bus, on a train. Somebody's got their phone and you see they're listening to a podcast, fucking take that phone off them and you go to the hashtag show on Spotify. You fucking hit subscribe. You say, "Listen to that, you fucking cunt." Do that. Do that if you can't become a hero. If you can't become a hero on Patreon, accost strangers in the street. That's your mission. Have a great week. Look after yourself. I love yous all. I love the heroes more, but I love the scum as well. See you soon. Onwards.
Goodbye, dear hero. It's been a blast. For another week we say adios. If you came as a friend or even foe, Until next time, love, love, love.